Hey everyone, this is Joe with Goats Gaming, and today I thought I'd bring to you guys a discussion video on the Duelist Saga set that is coming out on March 31st, or March 30th for the OTS stores. Now, with this set, it is basically to replace our Gold series. So it has a bunch of reprints, has some new cards, and overall it looks like a decent set. But I thought I'd just talk to you guys about my thoughts on some of the competitive cards, some of the collectors cards, and then some of the honorable mentions that I didn't add in between those lists. Now, this set is 100 cards. It has 58 reprints, 42 new cards, and the packs are 5 cards. They're all ultra rare, but they're not the ultra rare that we actually like. Are you accustomed to? They actually are a mix, kind of like a parallel rare and ultra rare, where they have those like lines across them. You'll see when you get them or like open them. I might even be able to get a picture for you guys. I'll see later in the video, but overall it seems like a decent set, but I just want to go into more in-depth discussion with you guys on it. So the first segment I want to do is the competitive cards, because I like to consider myself more a competitive player. But the competitive cards in this set, there doesn't seem to be that many, but there's a couple that are very well needed. The first one I want to discuss is Invoker. Invoker is, for many of you people who are new or who know this, the Invoker actually skyrocketed to what was 100 Canadian and like $80 American, and that was because of Zoo. Zoo can abuse this card extremely well. It's never had a reprint before, and so it's a well needed, well deserved card to be in this set. And it's very good for the competitive scene for all those Zoo players who actually want to play the deck. Because even with Rat going to 2, the deck will still be viable. Terratop is still a thing, so you can go into your easy Invoker plays. Metalfoes can go into it. And whatever deck, like Burning Abyss, if you want to splash the Zoo engine still, you can play it. And it's still also good for those casual decks, like, was it UA and Madolche, just to have an easier access and cheaper now that this price has actually skyrocketed, you know? So, yeah, so Invoker, definitely my top card that got reprinted for this. I already have one, so I lost value on mine, but honestly, I knew it would get reprinted at some point. You just know these things. Next card is Imperial Order. Now, this card, I hate that it's back. I don't know why Konami brought it back. That's just another discussion in its own. But so yeah, they brought that back. It's at 1. It's been reprinted a few times. Like it had obviously the PSV, and then I forget, it came in another Ultra then Legendary Collection, Joey's World or Yugi's World, one of the two. But it's always good just to have another copy, just for people to get access to. It's ultra rare, so it will look nice. Degenerate card though. It will definitely be a format defining card, and watching the new YCSs, you might see a guy flip it. The worst thing about this card is it's chainable. So say if somebody goes actually Pod Desires, they banish 10 as cost, you flip Imperial Order on them, not only do they not get their draws, but they just banish cards for nothing, and it's just like, oh my god. But yeah, thanks for bringing it back with that errata that really meant nothing. Next card is Psalm Warning. It's had its commons, it's had whatever, it's had its ultra. The ultra was still a little bit pricey, so it's another good card. A lot of people have moved on to Strike, meaning 3 strikes, just because it's better going second versus a lot of established boards. But Warning is still a solid card. Stops Kaiju Slumber, stops Soul Recharge, stuff like that. You know, it's a solemn card. It's not to like. Another card, it's seen a little bit less play. It's still one of my favorite rank 4s of all time. It's so versatile. It's Castel. Castel, it was in ABCs. ABC is still floating around just a bit, not as much though. But it's just an overall good rank 4 that goes in 90% of rank 4 decks. And it gets rid of problem cards, you know, like Send Back, Pure Order even. Like, I've debated putting it into my Metalfoes, because I play Utopia Lightning to get over untargetables, but Castel has popped into my mind as just a card to another answer to Anti-Spell, Imperial Order, stuff like that. The next card for competitive that it's not really it's good, but it's not good. Like, a lot of people have been talking because Necro Valley, it's Necro Valley. Necro Valley just got a new errata where instead of you can, the errata basically doesn't let you move stuff from the graveyard that it itself allows. So like the old one, if a monster effect in the graveyard allowed itself to move from the graveyard to the monster zone, it was okay. But now you can't. So like Paleozoics move themselves from the graveyard to the field. But now the new errata says that that's not allowed either, and you also can't banish it. And the Necrobelly is really good, especially in decks that have terraforming, because you just have free access to searching for a field spell that you can basically say no to whatever, like Infernoids or Paleozoics or whatever deck you're trying to stop. It's a searchable floodgate, right? My only problem is a lot of people have been discussing using it against Paleo, but Paleo, sure, it's good versus Paleo, but Paleo has the Karma Cut Paleo and the MST Paleo, and they play 3 of each. So that's 6 ways alone just to out that card. On top of if they're using Imperial Order. So it can definitely see competitive play. I think it's definitely a side deck card. And sorry, Gravekeepers are not going to be topping anytime soon. Sorry about that. The next card that's getting reprinted, Mirror Force. Mirror Force has seen a higher play in the TCG now that Zoo is obviously still tier 0 or tier 1, whatever you want to call it. The engine's tier 0, I get it, whatever. But Mirror Force helps just clear those boards, get rid of all the problems. Just overall good card, what can I say? The next part that I want to talk about is the best collector's cards. Now, some of these cards I really want to have. I quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Like 2 years ago, but came back like roughly 6-8 months ago. And I sold all my cards. Like I sold my Exitons, my Silent Honor Arcs, my Draco Sacks, like everything, like Trishula, everything, like just gone. I quit the game. And a funny reason was because of pendulums, but now I'm playing with pendulum. It's so ironic. Anyways, so the first card is Trishula. I just have I love Trishula. I've always loved Trishula. Plan Synchro, like Trishula is just bae. Can't say more. I've always wanted to get into Trishula, but I've never saw the point of buying it because it hasn't gotten any of my decks. But with a reprint on this, it will help lower the price, and I might just get this unless I can snatch that sexy ulti. But yeah, Trishula, definitely a great card. It sees play. It even sees play today. It's not like as competitive, but it sees play in like tier 3, tier 4, just casual fun decks, and it's still a very powerful card. Like banishing a card on field, hand, and grave. It's a great effect. There's a reason it's at 1. The next card is Brionic. It actually came off the ban list with an errata, just like Imperial Order did. Now, this card is great in Mermails, great in other strategies. The errata is, instead of you doing it once, you discard a card, bounce a card, discard a card, bounce a card, which was really degenerate. There's definitely combos that you just keep like bouncing everything. You can do it all. So if you do it all at once now and only once per turn. So if you can send 5 cards from your hand, bounce 5 cards on the field, and this really helps Mermails instead of Coral Dragon, because Coral Dragon is really subpar. But like this bounces, like say you sent 2 Dragoons and bounce 2, get 2 Dragoons. So it's like it's amazing. Definitely will see playing Mermails. I don't really know what else. Maybe some Synchro decks, but it's a collector's card. It's super nostalgic for people. I love the card. I traded my secret one to Brennan at the time just for a Metal Foes deck. Like, ugh. Happens. Next card is Judgment Dragon. Now we're going to get into this. If you guys don't know, I'm not a Lightsworn player. I hate Lightsworns. They're so sacky. And then they get snow, and it's just like, But to all you people who love Judgment Dragon, want a holo version for cheaper, they have the reprint for you, so it's there. The next card is Dark Arm Dragon. There's a format surrounding around Dark Arm Dragon, Teledad, Dark Arm Dragon, whatever you want to call it. Great card, great for still casual play, great collector's card. It's holo as well. Next card, BLS, or Blackluster Soldier, Edward at the beginning. It's a good card. It's seen play. I used to play it in a chaos deck. Like, it's not really competitive now because it's too slow and you have to set up other things, and then it's a boss monster from hand. Really, people, you want to go boss monster from extra deck, more likely. Like, Kyle was playing it in his ABC lawn mowing deck, Zoo, Mishmash, Trish, whatever. Have fun with the deck, but he incorporated BLS into it. So when he milled Farfo, which he had fun with the deck. But yeah, it's just a good casual card. Another card, one of my favorites. I used to love Cyber Dragons. I used to play Cyber Dragons. I'm a machine guy. I play gadgets, Machina, all those Cyber Dragon, Karakuri, like all those decks. I played them. I love machines. Hate System Down. But Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon is another card. I remember when it first came on Jump, and it was awesome. It's just so pricey, and then it got reprinted. They got reprinted again, but it's just another nice rarity to have. Hey, so this section will be cards to note. These are just cards that I thought were interesting or cool, reprints or new cards that is in this within the set that you can have a look at. I'll explain what they do, the newer ones that are getting reprinted or brand new, and just why I like them. So Gazuki is the first one. This is the first time we're getting into the TCG. It basically is the brother of Mizuki, and so what this card does is once per turn during your main phase, you can send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard, and then when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon a zombie from your hand. So it just adds some extra boost, I guess, to the archetype. It gives it like an Armageddonite type card for the zombies, and that's a little bit stronger. It definitely won't see competitive play, but it might, in those Dark Synchro decks, just wreck you for the triple Omega Trish loop, and your hand's gone. The next card is Silent Angler. This is a level 4 water monster. You can special summon this card when you have another water monster in hand, but you can't special. The problem with it is you can't special summon cards from your hand after that. So it's good for going into Bahama Shark and then Toad, making first turn boards, and that, or even like over or extending after you do your Megalos and you do all that shenanigans. Will it see play? It will, but it seems like an extender and not a starter card, and it's kind of win more-ish if you understand that term. The next card I think that's cool is Future Fusion. I used to love this card. I used to play in the Cyber Dragons and just send everything to the grave for Overdrag, and then make I forget which Chimera Tech or whatever, and just attack, and you just win, and it was fun, but broken as all hell. Like, this card is ridiculous. But it comes to us with errata, where it sends it on the next standby phase. So basically you have to wait a turn. But if you get it off, it's amazing. Problem is it's a -1 initially for your opening turn, and if your opponent has a way to deal with it, then you're probably losing the game. And it's not a good going second card at all, because if especially like your opponent just sets up a field and you're getting on turn 4, right? So, but if you get it off and you send your whole Inferno deck, or you send Cyber Dragon and all your A's, B's, and C's for Buster Dragon, have fun, I guess. You're not like, you're gonna lose. The next card I thought was cool. It's interesting. Is Royal Decree. It's still it's not used as much today, but it's still a good floodgate card. It's good to have access to other people or OTK type of decks or stuff like that, that just want to not have to deal with your back row, not have to deal with your paleos, whatever, and just win the game with their monsters and spells. Clashing Souls. Now this card is first time coming to TCG. It's basically Chicken Game 2.0. So basically, you activate it, and now when one of your monster is attacking another monster, now the person with the lower attack monster can pay 500 to make their monster gain 500. And now this step can be repeated over and over again until one player decides to stop. The player who decides to stop, or like becomes the chicken, I guess, in this game, loses their field, like their monster field. So yeah, like it can definitely be a trolley board. The next card is Fossil Dyna. Now this card, it's still seeing play today. It came in a secret, and then I think it's common, so it's good just to have a mid tier rarity. Ultra will make it look nice, of course, and but yeah, it's for all you degenerate people who like to go Fossil Dyna on set 5, say go, and say have fun breaking my board. Um, it's just a good overall card of note that they're reprinting. Last one is Pot of Duality. Now this card has had many reprints from Black Rare to Common to Super. It was initially secret. Again, it's just another good card to give more access to more players, and yeah, can't say much more about the card. So, in conclusion, this set overall, it doesn't seem like it has the monetary value that you would want from a set. Like, it has Invoker, it has Trishula, it has Brionic, it has Imperial Order, but other than that, like, there's not really, like, money cards that will just get you there. So if you're planning to invest in the set, I personally wouldn't. If you wanted certain cards of it, go for it. But if you're looking for, like, just fun packs to add to your collection, to add to your binders, because there's a ton of good cards just that everyday people would want. Like, there's even Cyber Dragons and Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and stuff like that. But overall, it's a mediocre set. For competitive, it adds a couple good cards to be reprinted, but not the greatest. Where it's more of a collector's sort of set, and it's cool that they added a new type of ultra rare technology to the game. Personally, I just want the Trishula. I miss having Trish. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. But I wouldn't buy the set. I'd probably just go buy the single, but that's me with like everything. Like I only open packs from winning locals mainly. I don't open packs unless I'm like feeling the need just like open packs. And then like with Raging Tempest, I actually bought some boxes just to pull Bea Baboon, and I love Bea Baboon. But yeah, so anyways, I'm rambling. This set, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Like it's cool, it's nifty. It gave us Invoker, but it's not. I just don't see the overall value in it, and it's going to be hard to pull what you actually want. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, you think I missed a card that you thought was cool, just leave in the comments down below. Let us know. Definitely want to open up the discussion. But yeah, anyways.